Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
This is Nas.
This is Chin.
And this is
the QuietStorm Podcast.
Period. That was good.
My voice is a little hoarse, so excuse me. Had a adventurous weekend.
Not a weekend. What about a week?
That part. But yes. This is really good.
This is good.
Dang.
How you feeling?
Mental check-in.
Mental check-in.
I feel good.
You feel good?
Mm-hmm.
Same. I feel good. I feel like I always say, God is working on me. So
every day.
As long as he keep working on me, he don't take his hand off my life.
You know what? God, we are God's you know what I say? What's
vessel?
No. It's not meant because it's not coming.
Okay, period.
Or maybe another day.
As long as he working on me, he'll take his hand off my life.
No, for real.
That's all. I'm always in good spirits as long as he in the works.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Oh, disclaimer. This is for educational entertainment purposes only. Take what resonates.
Yes.
And if it don't,
let it fly.
Let it fly. Okay. People be saying they about the shits or with the shits, but they don't really be with the shits.
No, that's real though.
Yeah, they really don't.
But you know what? Sometimes though, you never know what a person going through. So sometimes, some days they don't be with the shits. Like, they pick people. Me, I do. I'm one of the ones I pick and choose my battles. But at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let nobody fuck over me. You know what I'm saying? So, but some people be with the shits. But it depends on what type of with the shits that you're talking about.
And when I'm saying with the shits, I'm saying like just being their self totally, like practicing free will. Because people don't do that. Like,
that's true.
People want to be socially respectful. People want to make sure they saying the right thing, doing the right thing, following the law. Even though all of this shit is made up, like, why can't we just one day we just we watch a TV and sit on the what do you call it?
The ladder like that.
Ladder like that lady.
See, but you can. People don't understand. But that's because we were not taught that. Yeah. We wasn't taught free will. But once you realize that we have free will, look at what's going on. You literally got a little kid telling a grown person to shut the fuck up and picking boogies on them. That little nigga got free will. You hear me? That little nigga got free will and he using it to his full capacity. Okay? So a grown adult just shut the fuck up. The fuck up. Ooh, child.
Lord, then that's deemed as disrespectful. Social. Remember the time when we was in the market and he was like, I was asking her, I just end up talking to the lady like, ex. And I always been told that like I never say hey or anything. I just instantly start a conversation. People supposed to know what I'm talking about. But I'm like, I'm in the market. If somebody that works there, even though I know what you're saying, if somebody that works there, you go. It's to assist the customer, regardless if I say, hey, hi, how are you, whatever. If I come up to you and you're at work and I'm like, oh, hey, if I don't say hey, I'm like, okay, where's the tomatoes? Can you help me find the tomatoes? Regardless if I say hey, hi, hello, anything, you're at work.
I gotta disagree with you.
I'm just saying, we had this disagreement.
Yeah, we did, because my point of it was it's a respect thing. Mm-hmm. And you know how they say, oh, you gotta give me respect, but at the same sense, it's another saying that says you have to give it to receive respect. Okay. So if I see you walking down the street and I'd be like, where you going? No, not even walking down the street. I'd be like, can you help me with my tire? You gonna look at me like, one, do I know you? Two, that's not what was on my agenda today. Depend on how you feel and your free will that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just a thing of respect. You gotta, you don't have to, but it's common courtesy. Hey, how are you? Because my thing is, I never know what that could be. You never know a person's last straw. You not saying how you doing or greeting them or just talking. Because some people can be growing up and just being talked at all their life. So that's all they know. And their healing process is to, okay, let me unlearn this so that I can, go through life with a different approach. You never know. So you could just walk into somebody and be like, where the grapes? They can be like, bitch, God. You were like, and all you was like, whoa. All I want to know where the grapes was at. You don't know people's mindset these days. So my initial approach is always, hey, how you doing?
And I'm
because the hey, how you doing is me calculating what your mental status is today.
Mine is
you just don't give a fuck.
Naturally, if I'm at work, of course I'm going to agree. I'm going to be courteous, but like naturally in the world, I can read body language and like, oh yeah, you don't want to be bothered. I'm not even going to intertwine into the energy because I already feel as though you don't want to be bothered. And then people will actually tell me they don't want to be bothered, and I say I truly understand, and I won't bother you. It's been plenty of times where I just read somebody's energy and they be like, I really don't want to be bothered today. And I'm like, I understand that.
But you got to think of it too. That time we was in IKEA, and remember we went to IKEA, and the way I approached the people, they was giving us A1 sauce house compatible mentality. It was like, baby, let me hug you. Because I have never, because that was back in the day, hospitality. Yeah. Right. And I was like, you don't never know. And I had the body language of the lady at the IKEA, the older lady, she didn't want to be bothered. Mm-hmm. You could tell she wanted to be bothered. But when I went over there and said, hey, how you doing? You okay today? She said, hey, yeah, but I'm busy. I said, I did ask. I said, oh, ma'am, are you busy? Are you okay today? Mm-hmm. She said, I am, but what do you need? I can help you. Yeah, sure. But it was like, I could tell, but it was like, I didn't want to go over there and be like, where the motherfucker Raw is at? Because no. Listen, I know how I can get. So I don't want to rub off. You come off at me and I be like, bitch, I'm ready to knock your shit loose. Don't do that. You know what I mean? Because you have some people that you can be nice to.
Right.
And then they automatically off the rip, you ready to knock that shit loose because the way they talking. So it's like, no, you can't do that. But the funny thing when you brought that up, I had pictured the man in my mind. I remember the way he looked at you. When I said, sir, it was, oh my God. It was the look of, I know this bitch is lying. He looked at you in so, like, confusion and distraught of disgust.
It really depends. For me, it depends because, like, okay, certain things that I were taught, I really don't practice. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It really depends. Like I said, for example, this is a good example. So where I work at, the lady, the person that over, like, I guess you could say manager, general manager over the place, she, every time she walks in a room, she greets everybody. Mm-hmm. I'm that person. The first time I see you, that would be the first and last time we'll be having a greeting. The first and last time. If I see you,
this is your definition of your free will.
That would be the first and last time. Because if I see you for the first time, and the first time we've been interacting for over an hour, that's enough interaction between us. That's how I feel. Because after a while, I'm going to get overstimulated. Because I feel like now, are you going to stay for the day, or what is happening here? That's where I be my mom be going like, "Are you staying for the day?"
No. You know what? With this overstimulating word, everybody is using. And I have come to the realization that being overstimulated is not healed. Because you have so much trauma in your body that anything that's making you feel a certain way, you got to really think about it, right? Anything that's making you over anxious or don't want to become overstimulated, that's because your trauma in your body is suppressed. Whereas though anything else, any more emotions that's piled on top of that makes you overstimulated.
But wouldn't that be considered a boundary? Like for me, I know for a fact after it don't even matter if I'm at work. For a certain amount of communication, sometimes I wish I could say, okay, this conversation is done.
Security!
It's my show, security! Just like that. Just like that.
Oh my God. Just talking. Just have a conversation with.
Hey, how you doing?
Security!
Right, exactly.
Hey, what the fuck? Security. But that's funny as shit.
That's how
I understand though. I understand.
God has been working on me because now when I feel like this conversation is done, the person is the conversation. I'll be like, thank you, God. Thank you. Because he heard me. He heard my prayer. He heard my cry. So
that's funny.
And back in the day before, I used to get I wouldn't say overwhelmed, but I would be like exhausted because when people are any type of interaction, if it's hugging, if it's talking, any type of intimacy with a person,
that energy exchange upon you.
Correct.
Okay.
So with me, and I can read energy, I'm like, after a certain point, it started to be you're having a conversation and I'm having a conversation with your brain. And I'm like, yeah, this conversation got to end quickly.
But that's what I was telling you. I remember me telling you previously, before you have to learn how to channel that. When to turn it on and when to turn it off. Yeah, I'm in the process of that too now because it's becoming to a point, like when I'm working on different, I've noticed this within myself. Like when I'm working on different projects, I get so overwhelmed. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't even want nobody to ask me a question. I don't even want nobody to stir because it makes me, what the fuck do you want and what you looking at? Like, so you have to take your time, deep breathe, and relax. Deep breathe and relax.
Maybe I'm not practicing free will.
Why are we not? I mean, we need to be at 100 million people. Do y'all think we're funny? Because this really cracking up.
If I really speak my mind.
No, free will.
No,
speak it.
No, because I was for example, sure. I really used to say, how it would be like people would be like, "Thank you for you say." I would 9 times out of 10, if I would say something like so snappy, I already thought about it 5 different times in 5 different ways how I can say it approachable where it sounds good coming out of my mouth. But back then, I would say it so fast where it'd be like, hold up, I didn't say the one that wasn't supposed to be said. I just said it so bad. And then people would be like, hold on, what did you just say? And I was like, I said it again. They were like, oh, you're not playing. I'm like, I don't think what I said sounded like a joke, but okay. And then I always get called condescending or like, oh, you a little spicy. Like, and I'm like, now I'm real cautious of my word placement or if I'm sounding brash. Because sometimes I know I could be monotone where what I'm saying can sound like, I wouldn't say condescending, but more so of like it sounds like snappy, like I'm telling you what to do instead of having a conversation. So I'm real cautious of my word placement, But sometimes, most of the time, I just want to say it so plain and frank. But I'm also...
Oh, Lord, that frank word.
Girl.
Lord. You know, and that irritates me. No, we're not saying what you just said, but when I even somebody named Frank, I'd be like, Lord Jesus. But continue, I'm sorry.
I'm just saying, what I'm saying is simply where we both can understand, it still comes off as a certain type of way. So I'm real cautious of things or word placement, but I still try to get my point across when I be talking.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's good.
But the first instinct would be like, if somebody talking, I'd be like, please just be quiet. Or if they be lying, like, you just lying. Just say that you lying so we can get this, we can get a conclusion.
No, but you can't. Now, what sense would that make? If a person know that they lying, you got to think of beyond that. Of course, they're lying to you for a reason. But that's why I say, I've always said this, you got to be careful how you treat people, because you don't know if you could be standing in front of an angel or the devil.
That's true.
You never know. And you know, one time somebody was being a little spicy with me, and I never thought that I would say that, but it was to the point where I told the person, you be careful, because sometimes you don't know who you're talking to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And they looked at me like, what you mean by that? But I'm like, you never know if this person was sent to help you or destroy you in this exact moment.
Right.
That's why I'm always, hey, how you doing today? Mm-hmm. Because that's my initial approach is, you know how us as siblings, me, you know, mm-hmm. we say, let me check your temperature. Mm-hmm. But I ain't going to tell it to ask it to everybody. I'll be like, hey, how you doing today? You okay? And I've noticed with me saying that now lately, people will say, I ain't good today. Yeah. I'm okay, and it could be better. Because people are not used to asking you, how are you doing today? Because really, in our reality, people don't give a fuck how you doing.
Yeah, that's true.
They don't give a flying bullshit.
Oh, yeah. When I used to work at Metro, people would be like, it was one time, I remember this so vividly. A man was like, is this how you really act? And I was, in the moment, in my head, I was like, I'm working at my job. So, of course, I have to ask you how you're doing today. Of course, I have to see mm-hmm. How can I help you? Mm-hmm. So, then I started thinking like, hold on, no. That's how I am. And really, depending on what day, you might get, what's up? What's that? What's going on? Depending. But right now, in this moment, I'm asking you, how are you? Right. He was like, this is fake. And I was like, what you can do? You see that young lady right there? You can go to her. If this is how you feeling. And he was like, oh. And he stood there. He was like, oh, okay. And he was like, oh, I thought this was a joke. I was like, no. And he was like, I'm really not doing. That's why I said people will really tell you if they not feeling well.
Right.
They will tell you.
But I have realized that me asking people, because it's like, damn, it's a lot of people out here that's really fucked up. Either because they not practicing free will, mm-hmm. or because they're being manipulated, mm-hmm. because it's so much. And I realized it was this one video on TikTok where this girl said that us in life, it's billions of people in this world. Somebody right now could be going through the same thing I'm going through. We're going to see it totally different.
That's true.
And I was like, if that ain't the truth, I'd rather somebody tell me the truth than sit and lie in my face. And you know what? Sometimes it's growing. Like I had I don't want to call it epiphany, but I had like a aha moment mm-hmm. where it was like, damn, I was going down like my job history, like, damn, I done been here, I done been there, I've been there. And I was like, damn, I was really genuine in the workplaces I was, but I had to realize growing up, the people that I was around, some were really genuine back, and some people were really fucking evil. Mm-hmm. Yep. like really fucking evil, but to the point where now in my life, I know
which one,
how to pinpoint, how to handle it, how to go about it. Because in this dead society, because I had to ask God to ask
that dead society down.
That's deep, and we'll talk about that in another episode. But in this dead society, that alone in a workspace is reality. It's so, you are when you at work, you are interacting with so many entities.
Yep.
So many reincarnated beings that you don't know if the person from 1818 is sitting beside you, don't know how to react to being into whatever this year they want to say we in, and how they can get away with the shit they couldn't get back away with back in 1818, or how can they even get away with shit that they got away with back in 1818? You never know. But now, where I am today, I'm able to
pinpoint. Yep.
Not even, I'm able to see. I'm able to see it. So it's like, and also, but I'm at my point where my life went. So I'm practicing free will, but it's now my word choices.
Right.
Because I can't bring 2009 January to 2025 with my word choices, because that's what I'm used to.
Right.
So now, at my age, I have to still be me, because I don't want to change who I am.
Right.
Like, I want to change my mindset, but I don't want to change my soul, because that's who I am.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Heart.
My heart. I have a pure heart now. My heart is big.
Right.
But it's like, I don't want to go into a workspace when it's like somebody telling me something. I'm like, who the fuck you think you're talking to? I can't do that now.
Right.
Because that's not who I am right now. Now, I don't know if I should change it to, I hope your corpse slithering. I can't, you know. I want to know if I should take it biblically or. But, you know, that's where I'm at.
See, for me, because I know I used to be a real snappy person, now when people be...
That's funny.
What was you talking about?
That was funny. We need to, I really want to know, like, I want people to, while y'all listen to us, I would like y'all feedback. Not no negativity, because I'm definitely not entertaining that, but I want to know, like, what more do y'all want to hear from us? Like, what can we do? Like, how can we internet? I'm not into pleasing the internet. Let's get that.
How can we actually build a community? Like,
right. Like, because I want it to be authentic as possible. I don't want to feel like it's forced. I don't want to, that's not me. That's not my cup of tea. I know, you know, it's thing with content or push content out, but at the same token, I want it to be authentic. I don't want it to be like forced, or we literally sitting here like, after, you know, like, I feel like in the movie industry, after that cut go off, people are totally different people. Like, no, that's not what I'm looking for. But yeah, let us know.
Or after they interact with you, they're like, "Oh, I don't even like that bitch." Like, we could have cut that conversation real short. That's why even this is a part of the conversation, but not, and this could be a part of people's free will. This is why I'm real iffy about friendship, because I see how they treat their other friends.
Oh, child, that's why I ain't got no friends now.
So they will talk about them.
Well, I do.
You do.
I do, but the ones I have are the ones that's
been.
Yeah. No new friends. They'll
talk about him like a dog, and then next thing you see, they all on vacation, all hanging out. I can't. My big feelings can't handle that. You can't talk about me like a dog.
Can you handle it?
Because one thing for sure, I might not throw hands, but my mouth is real lethal, and I've been practicing about keeping it together.
That's true though.
It's not gonna be. I'm not gonna talk about you. I'm gonna check you, and I know you're gonna feel the type of way because you're not used to being checked because of how you treat your other friends. Because obviously they haven't checked you yet.
That's true.
So
that's true. That's why. That's so true.
That's why sometimes I be in situations I literally be laughing up a storm because I be like, and half of the time when I hear stuff like that, I be like, "Have you said this to them?" And they be like, "No." Or I be like, "Have you ever thought about talking the same thing you're saying to me to them?" And they'll most of the time they'll say no. It'll be like they'll push it to the side like, "What's the point of that? What's the point of this conversation?"
Right. That's totally. I've had situations like that where as though you with me and we're having a conversation, and then it's like, "Oh, yeah," and I'll be like, "Oh, how is such and such?" And they start telling me their whole business and all I said was, "How are they?" Mm-hmm. I didn't ask what they did last week. I didn't ask because if I wanted to know that, I would have said the specific situation. Mm-hmm. I just said, "How are they?" And they have given me their whole lifespan in 2 months. And I'm looking at them like, "Oh, bitch, if you did that to them, of course you're going to do that to me when you're around them." Mm-hmm. Yep. Or even if I didn't even ask them how they was doing, you just running it down. Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. And then, this social media, that's why I said I wanted to be authentic. Then you on social media twerking and you're like, that's not your energy that you had about these people that you around 3 days ago. I don't give a fuck how, I love them. That's not love. Mm-mm. That's not even being authentic. You fake as fuck.
Yeah, I'd rather somebody tell me they don't. I've been in situations where people would literally say they don't like me. What can I do about it? I'm not going to change anything about myself for you to like me. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. If you don't like me, what can I do about it? Mm-hmm. That's just how you feel. And are you what's going to happen after you tell me you don't like me? You think I'm about to fight or like, oh, please? No. Live your life. Mm-hmm.
They ain't living it because the problem is you. That's the hey, listen, you got some motherfuckers that can't live that life because they so worried about what the fuck you doing. Jesus. Hey, shut up.
I'm not adding no subtracting.
Jesus.
So live your life. What do you get? Not even saying what do you get out of it, but more so like, okay, after you tell me, then what? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What happens? Because I already came to the conclusion you didn't like me before you even told me. Because how you treat me.
That part.
I haven't been in no situation. And it'd be so funny because I be not saying I instantly laugh at people. I just be like, okay, good. Because after that, the conversation, even if they tell me they do like me, I be like, okay, God, what are you trying to do? Because I already prayed about this person. I didn't want this to be in my life.
Listen.
So, now why are they over here confessing their feelings to me? What is going on?
Because you have some people that really can't stand you but really like you. You know what I mean? Like, I've had a patient tell me that, like, when I was interacting with her, she kept mugging me, and I'm like, why are you looking at me like that? She literally said out her mouth, I'm trying to figure why I don't like you. I was like, what? She was like, you just so good to me. I said, but what would make you say that? And she was like, that's the truth. I've had so many people come to me so ugly and nasty and treat me this way that I gotta be that way. And I'm like, it's bothering you because I'm coming to you with love and peace. Right. God damn.
God. People ain't used to that. Or kindness. People are not used to that. If you're being...
Your shirt say be kind.
If you're being nasty or you spilling the energy that they used to, that's how people are used to operating in... Oh. People are used to operating in chaos.
You know what it is?
Yeah. All right. People are used to operating in chaos, and that's how they interact with people. That's so true. If you're not coming in chaos, they're like, hold up, is this real? Is this genuine? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't like this. Until you like, bitch, fuck you.
That's what they used to.
And then you be like,
the chaos.
They be like, oh, I love you so much.
Toxic. Just toxic. That took me for the what? I was like, when she said, I'm trying to figure out why I don't like you, I was like, what in the world? This is I thought I'd have heard it all, baby. I was like, this is crazy. This is wild. Wow.
Yeah. So moving forward, how you about to practice free will? You said, how you about to?
That's what I said with my word choice, but I want to, because it's like I too have like, I'll be wanting to say shit, but I want to be rude or hurt someone's feelings because I don't know where they are in that moment. So, because I pick and choose my battles. I say that all the time, and I really do, because I've learned that with my children.
What I'm gonna start doing? I don't even know. Just doing this.
What the fuck you want to do? Yes.
I'm already a respectful and kind person. I'm naturally that way. But
are you really?
Yeah.
I don't. Sometimes I know you're not.
How? Give me an example.
No, you're not.
Give me an example.
Maybe to strangers. But to your siblings, no, you're not.
To my siblings? How? I don't be respectful and kind to you.
We don't really we interact, but it's not like, I don't know. We don't. I don't know. I know how to deal with you, so I don't pay your ass no mind half the time.
Yeah, well, you good.
Just like I know how to deal with my older sister. You know?
Same. I don't pay your ass no mind either. Because I already know I'm full of it. Fluff.
Don't talk about my sister.
Fluff. Literally a teddy bear. Girl.
Don't talk about my sister. Only I can talk about my sister. Only I can. Thank you. But yeah.
That's funny. But yeah. I already know, like, I don't know. It's nothing in particular that I want to do to be like,
just do what the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, it's nothing in particular. I feel like I already be slightly practicing free will to an extent, because I know,
as long as you're not hurting hurting or harming anybody else.
That's true.
Yeah,
that is true.
That's law. That's natural law. That's natural law.
That's
long as you're not hurting or harming anybody else, you have the will to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it be some people that be this because you know how, like, of course, there's social media. You be like, oh, I love apples, and people like, bitch, you said something about oranges. Like, no, who said that? Like, bitch, I kill you for not liking oranges. Like, shit like that.
People mental space is really gone. Really. It's not even funny. That's fucked up. That people have studied our mentality for so long that they have the willpower to literally
be us. But I don't
not be us, to turn us into something that we're not. You have studied us for so long that you have turned us into something that we're not. And the way that they're getting you is by what you're putting in your mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because they know that the first brain in your body is your stomach. That's something. Not even that. Let's take it back to their free will. Them motherfuckers was chewing us and ingesting us. Them motherfuckers ate us. Let's start there. And you know what? People have forgot. I feel like people have forgot. It's the Mandela effect. Damn. Ooh.
How all this shit is really one big circle. Like one big ass rotation of history.
It's flat, like the earth. Oh, me. I should have said that.
Four corners.
It's for entertainment and educational purposes only. Who the fuck said that?
Like, I think you said it in the first episode, history is literally repeating. We're in a time warp where things that happened already happened. Mm-hmm. Like, it already came to pass. Mm-hmm. We as people that conscious being that's on the earth living the life that we're living, we just have to experience it. Mm-hmm. Trust me, I felt, I had that epiphany. Well, I had that feeling, I want to say a couple of months ago. I said, I felt like what I was going through, the emotion I was going through in that moment, I was like, I felt this before, but this feels like, it feel like the same exact thing, but a different situation. I was just like, this feel like I'm in a time, like a real time loop, if it makes any sense. I was like, I was in that moment, I was asking God to break me out of that. For real. But how y'all practicing your free will?
Let us know.
Don't out here be cursing people out how that little kid says, telling people shut the fuck up. Well, if that's your free will, so be it. But how y'all
sometimes you gotta tell somebody, just shut up. Damn.
Are you out here eating cereal on the ladder, watching TV?
Fuck that. You just go sit on top of the roof, just look. Shit, I might do that right now.
Oh, back in it, I don't see
sit in the trees.
People doing it, putting eyelashes on your car. What happened to the eyelashes on your car? Y'all got a talked out of that?
Damn. Not eyelashes on the car. Shit. Even too. Remember how people used to put stuff on their little what's the little wire? No, the wire on top of their car. They used to have like flags and all types of stuff hanging out there. Shit, I seen somebody for Christmas last year, I seen somebody put a whole motherfucking door reef on that front of his period. I said, oh, they in the movie, yeah. They had a whole, when I say it was decked out. I was like, oh, they with the festivities for real.
Well, people, I don't see like too many golf people. I see people toning down the golf. Where y'all at?
Not the gothic people, bruh. That is funny.
Really, where y'all at?
or the people with all the bangles up and down their arms.
Yes. Or the long nails.
Yes.
Girl, where y'all at?
Knocking up the brow.
Or even with the people with the big earlobes.
I've seen somebody like that yesterday.
I haven't, but
I actually a female, and she was so pretty. She had like a her earring was, of course, her ear was. I don't even know the name of. I don't even know the name. Yes, I don't even know the name of that piece, that ear thing that they. But our ancestors did that with their lips and now their nose and. But her ear, it was like in the inside it was metallic, but on the outside it was like blue, like a blue and neon is green. It was so pretty. I was like, oh, that is so pretty. I seen that at the beauty store, matter of fact.
I haven't seen that in a minute. Back then, I used to see
I haven't seen her in a minute. You mean?
No, I haven't seen that in a minute. If I say her, I probably just ain't know.
No, I haven't seen her in a minute. Have you ever even seen her at all?
My imagination runs wild.
I haven't seen her in a minute.
But where y'all at? Like, where are y'all at?
Is that a cult or just a community? What's the difference between cult and a community? Like a cult, they do like rituals. Like, what's the difference?
I feel like though a cult is someone that's manipulating you to be there. A community is something that you genuinely feel like that you want to be a part of, and you're not just serving
like a
yourself,
growth,
serving other people.
Right. Okay. Not forcing you. Not the cult. It's not free will. Damn. An asylum. Jeez.
Yep. Yeah, but the QuietStorm Podcast community, you do not have to be here. I'm just letting you know.
The ones that are here, we are very thankful and appreciative of you guys, and we love you guys because you guys are the ones that's keeping us going. Even though we're doing the work and you're listening, but your support and listening to us is what's keeping us going, and this is why we're doing it. We want to have that community, not a cult.
Right.
And I'll throw that out there.
Right.
We want to have that community just like, do you think what we be thinking? Because I be thinking about some shit. I don't smoke no marijuana, but I be thinking about some shit. And shit I be thinking about, I'm like, dude, will somebody else think about that shit too? Because I can't be the only one. Shit. But yeah. Love y'all. We love y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here with us.
To the
QuietStorm Podcast.
Season 2.
We are in Season 2, baby. Holla at you, girl.